Coach, I thought you had a good start there, and if Lashko was able to kind of put that one in to make it 2-0, I think we have a completely different game. But how would you assess the way that things ended up tonight?
Defensively, I thought we played good. Flores played good. The 6D, I didn't think gave up anything. I thought it was, they capitalized on two mistakes. They burned a forward up top in our offensive zone, and we didn't back check, to get that second one. So, from the defensive standpoint, it was good, but offensively, we didn't execute. I mean, we were passing up shots when we should have shot and shooting when we should have passed, and we just weren't crisp or clean. And there's too much talent on this team here not to execute, and that's when frustration takes over, and it's a useless emotion. So I think it got the best of us here tonight.
Do you think the second period where they scored both the goals and kind of really started to turn the game? Because I felt like in the first period you guys had the pace, you guys had the multiple chances to break that game 2 or 3-0, and then maybe put them away. But it seemed like in that second period things started to turn for the 67s.
Yeah, well, we talked about that killer instinct, trying to put the nail in the coffin, and we let them hang around, and we let them hang around long enough. They find ways to make you pay, and that's what they did for us. So, we had multiple chances. Like I said, it came down to execution when, we didn't score, we didn't find a way to get the W.
Yeah, and when you got two teams that are desperate like this in Ottawa and North Bay coming in, where they're basically fighting each other for that last playoff spot, is that something that you and the team talked about, that even though these are two lesser teams in the standings, they have a lot to play for right now, you need to bring your best effort?
Yeah, there's no question about that. And these teams are desperate, and that's something that we would like to be. And I hope it's just not a switch we think that we're going to turn on in the playoffs here. We were trying to treat that like a playoff game. And defensively, I think there was a lot of good things to like. Again, I don't know how many games off and that we've only given up 2 goals, but offensively we need to find a way to execute, and we didn't do that tonight, and I think it ended up costing us.
Knowing that team had a penalty kill that was less than 70%, was that something going in where you knew that power plays was going to be something that you really needed to capitalize on tonight? You got the one on the first one, but then the last 2 you weren't able to do, and then when the empty net.
Yeah, we took a penalty on the second power play, and you can't do that, especially come playoff time when you have an opportunity. And I think that was the one that they ended up coming right out of the box and scoring on. And then, we had a 6-on-5 with a couple of looks, but we didn't find a way to get it in the back of the net. So 1 of 3, 33% is admirable, but at the same time, we can't rely on power plays. We got to find a way to generate 5-on-5, and we didn't do that here tonight. Didn't shoot enough pucks.
Did you like the extracurricular stuff that went on tonight, or did you think that maybe it was a little bit much and then kind of baited you into taking a couple penalties there?
No, it didn't hurt us. I think it gets the guys in the game, and it's again, that's a hockey game, right? And it shows emotion and that you care, and it's good to see.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.